Had to listen for it. back to my channel. My name is Amira. I'm a student Pilates instructor. I'm also a pre-med student. So this video is basically just going to be me kind of going throughout my day-to-day life as I prepare for a big exam at the top of the year next year, and also my test out for my Pilates instructor certification. Just kind of going through my week, letting y'all all see what what it looks like, how I stay kind of motivated and focused, while also prioritizing self-care and mindfulness. Got my matcha with me. You guys just saw like the whole montage of me kind of just getting up, getting my body moving, going to the Pilates studio, and then coming back and then getting some food ready. So what I'm going to do now is basically just spend the next couple hours studying. My brief setup here, I have my Mac. It's the M1, the 2021 one, if anyone cares, and with my Notion open. I have a set of cool templates from actually Jules Acree. She's also here on YouTube, so she has some really cool like productivity, mindfulness kind of goal setting templates that I use, and then I've kind of like tweaked them a little bit to my own liking. And then I have a dual monitor setup here. I have my little Logitech keyboard and mouse, and then I have these two little desks from IKEA, and then everything else on my desk. I have some flowers over there, some candles in the back just to set the tone. Study diaries are basically meant to be just an insight into my life and how I study, how I approach mindful productivity. So if you're interested in that, how my week goes, then keep on watching. It is almost 6:30. I am up at a pretty decently early time. I'm gonna go ahead and get something to eat and then start this exam. We are going to have some fun later tonight. Little Saturday night fun. We're going out to the iPic, which is like become one of my new faves. I love going to the movies, so gonna be fun. I'm gonna go eat some food now and then start this exam, and we'll see you later. Hey y'all, so I just finished my exam a couple hours ago. It's now almost 6. Finished at around like 2:30ish, so went pretty well. I scored like 1 point below my like overall goal score that I wanted to be at for a month, and I have like 3 more practice exams to go, so pretty excited about that. Now I'm just getting ready for my little date tonight. Exfoliated everything, so got some self-care in there. I also took my little braids out, so it's in this like very ill-defined curly fro. I literally have to shape my hair, like since I cut it, it's just been growing out, so she's very, but we'll fix her. And then I, washed my face, did my skincare, put on these little eye patches that I'm actually gonna take off now. I'm actually running late because I'm leaving in 20 minutes. And then I also used some moisturizer that my dermatologist recommended. I was also an MA at a dermatologist's office, so got all the tea. So I have a very like simple, relatively inexpensive, well, some things are a little expensive, like my vitamin C and stuff, or like some prescription items, and I guess I just wanted to talk a little bit about why I started this channel, just to give like a little bit of context. 2020, we all know, was a really rough year for a lot of people. I also had just graduated, so my school was on a quarter system, so I finished a quarter early in March 2020, which is when everything was kind of like shutting down. It just really gave me the opportunity to really think about, like the past 4 years of undergrad, and kind of just the opportunity to slow down a little bit. Obviously, like taking care of yourself, limiting stressors, eating well, getting sleep. All the things that I really wasn't doing in college really became a priority to me at that time. So yeah, I just like started to think about like my journey. I feel like as a child of immigrants, for context, my parents are Jamaican, so definitely have like had the mentality of, hard work, ambition, education. I did do well in school. I went to a good school. I, have aspirations, but I feel like I was, really burnt out at the end of school, and I aspired to go into a very high stress career. So I was kind of just thinking about like, I have goals and I want to keep those in mind, and I don't like mind a little bit of discomfort, like I think a good level of discomfort is okay and necessary even as humans to kind of progress to the next step. But I feel like there is a way to do so without totally like being out of alignment with what my body needs, what my mind needs, my spirit, etc. So I just really started to kind of prioritize and think about my mental health, my spiritual health, my emotional health, kind of thinking about some of the behaviors that I exhibited and engaged with in those, highly stressful moments in school and stuff. So yeah, it was just a lot of time to think. And so I was like, can I create mindful ways to think about like how I approach productivity and how I approach like wanting to be successful in the way that what that might mean to me. And I recognize that that's kind of different for everybody, the definition of success, but I wanted my definition of success to also include like, am I happy? Basically, am I doing things that bring me joy? Am I taking care of myself? And even like not just from a physical perspective, because now I kind of have to, because it's like most important to my like physical health, but I find that like cascades into other aspects of like a holistic view of health and wellness. So yeah, I've just been kind of getting back to things that I enjoy. I play the piano, I play the flute. I was really into music like middle school and high school, like songwriting, etc. So just like little projects here and there that kind of bring me joy. That's the reason I took up Pilates, was because it was like very low impact. And although I do enjoy like some forms of cardio and weightlifting, I felt like Pilates was very much so a balance of strength and form, but also mindfulness. So that's like why I really gravitated towards it. And then I eventually kind of just took the deep dive after one of the instructors was like, girl, like you should apply to teacher training. And so I did. So here we are. But I think that would never have happened if I really didn't take the time to like reflect Yeah, so I think basically I'm just trying to say that this channel is basically a product of me just going through a journey of wanting to approach productivity in a more mindful way, in the way that makes sense to me. So I am also really fond of watching other people go through similar experiences and rooting for them. I'm just, currently in the process of thinking about mindfully productive routines and systems, and I just wanted to share those as I pursue my career and my life goals, which are centered around like medicine and health and wellness. Whoever sees these videos, if you can relate, then I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'd love to like start a conversation in the comments. Or also, my DMs on my Instagram are open for constructive conversations, and I'd love to like hear your thoughts. Let me get dressed. I am ready. Just put on a little bit of jewelry, earrings. We just kind of went with this fro here. Cargo pants. I just did a little heel because I'm short. I'm 5'3", so I just wanted some height. Yeah, I'm ready.
It is your boyfriend on the beat.
I see you eating in the night, I found you. I see you separate from the others. Then cooking in the lighter, round you, bathing in the sight of the others. I couldn't say what I was thinking now. My heart shrinking, two sad sparks blinking in the sun. Wait, what minute I had to listen for it. It was hidden in the phone. Waiting on love to go. I met you in the dead of winter. I stood stranded in the water. Dug deeper than a crooked splinter. I turned away from all the others. I couldn't say what I was thinking now. My heart shrinking, two sad sparks blinking in the sun. Wait, what minute I had to listen for it.
So I am back home. Just finished up at the studio, and now I'm going to just go inside and get something to eat. I'm in the mood for an omelet, so we'll probably do that, and probably some matcha. Not really feeling coffee too much because sometimes it gets me a little bit wired, so we'll see how I feel. And some fruits. I think that's what I'm in the mood for in general. Yeah, but something I wanted to kind of just share. I was in the studio today. The Ella Fitzgerald's Someone to Watch Over Me, I think it is, came on while I was doing hip work, and it was just a really nice moment. For some reason, just really allowed me to be present. It was really nice, and just like, like the hip circles felt really nice. I don't know, I was just really enjoying being in that moment, and it just really reminded me, especially with studying like the biological sciences and stuff throughout school, like the body really is, she's working overtime to keep me alive, with all the processes, etc. And this is really like one part of my day that I can really just say is just for me. Things might be stressful in terms of like figuring out what the next steps are for my career path, lining up opportunities for the next year, etc. School, exams, all that good stuff. But just being cognizant of this is something that I can just stay present for a while and just really do something that is good for me, just moving for the sake of moving and not really focusing on like movement for in terms of like reaching an aesthetically pleasing goal. I think that's also like, side note, like something that I've kind of gotten away from, this whole like Pilates body thing, which is fine because like some of y'all look really good, like a lot of y'all look good. And I also have noticed, some improvements in muscle tone, etc. But I've even more so enjoyed just the emphasis on doing these exercises because they are beneficial for you. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just wanted to share that moment that was just really really nice for me, just really brought me into the present. So it was a really nice way to start my day. Now it's about midday. I think it's 12-ish. So that's a good point for me to get some food in me and then spend the rest of my day, taking care of everything else now that I've taken care of me. So anyway, I will check in later. Hello, friends. It is Friday, a couple days after my exam. I think they went pretty well. Did some studying, went ahead and took them. So now for the rest of the day, just going to review before my second practice exam tomorrow. And then we have a little vision board making session. Yeah, we'll end the vlog here. I'll catch up with you guys in the next one.